the chairman of the Council of Governors, and the governors who are here, the Speaker of the National Assembly and the senators, Honorable Fred Matiang'i, and all the other cabinet secretaries who are here, development partners, diplomats, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. I was in Makueni 2 weeks ago, and I knew that this conference was coming, and I promised the governor that I would come, because I've been a regular feature in these conferences since they started. So, but this Makueni conference has had history. Waswahili say, hayawi hayawi, hayawi hayawi. Yeah, you know, it's not the first, it has been postponed so many times. But it will come. Now, when we're here, one cannot resist the temptation to do a journey down the memory lane and to see where we came from with devolution. Some of you here know our faces at the Bomas Constitutional Conference. We knew that devolution was one of the most contentious chapters at Bomas. It had, because of basically ignorance about devolution, it had very many opponents. And remember, at one session, when we were discussing, a gentleman stood and spoke so passionate about devolution that it was resolved that he should become the chairman of that committee. And he led that committee so efficiently that he became a marked person. Then one day, in front of his children, in broad daylight, some people just moved into his house and shot him directly while his children were watching helplessly. This is none other than the late Dr. Odinga'S. And today I'm going to request you, in honor of the late Dr. Odinga'S, to stand up and observe 1 minute silence. Thank you. We are celebrating a decade of this bold experiment with the 2 levels of government, which has been a remarkable journey for our people. It has been full of triumphs and challenges. At this 7th conference, you have decided to confront the elephant in the room of human survival, the issue of climate change. This is a clear indication that counties are coming of age and venturing into some of the greatest challenges humanity is facing now and the centuries ahead. I commend you for this. Climate change is bigger than the election coming up in 2022 or the ones coming that will follow in 2027 and 2032. It is a life and death matter that has cornered everyone all over the planet. I believe that climate is so important that going forward, we need to have a National Climate Council and situate it within the presidency. Kenya is experiencing higher temperatures, unpredictable rainfall patterns, increased incidence of drought and floods, and rising sea levels. Extreme weather events have led to loss of lives, diminished livelihoods, reduced crop and livestock production, and damaged infrastructure, among other adverse impacts. The key enablers of our economy, that is agriculture, water, energy, tourism, and wildlife, are extremely climate sensitive. If we don't tackle climate change, all our efforts to grow our economy will be in vain. County governments operate right on the ground. They are the first port of call when homes and farms get washed away by floods that were not expected. They are the first line of defense when crops fail in a drought that comes when rains were expected. Counties, therefore, have a critical role, particularly in educating our people on the reality of climate change. You have no option but to provide leadership on this matter. I am aware that to date, 33 counties have enacted climate change policy and legal frameworks, while others are at different stages of formulation of the same. I particularly laud the ASAL counties of Garissa, Isiolo, Kitui, Makueni, and Wajir, which have gone ahead and established county climate change funds. That is the leadership we are looking for at the grassroots. Today, there are several other transformative ideas whose time has come in Kenya. They are being resisted the way devolution was, but we will actualize them because their time is here. At this forum, I would like to share some thoughts on how we are going to renew and redefine devolution to make it deliver better to the people. Across the country, old and lingering challenges are imposing new pressures on government and leaders at both county and national level. Unemployment, deepening poverty, and rising cost of living have left our people disappointed and sometimes angry at their leaders. People need our help. Our duty as leaders is to breathe a new life and give new purpose to all institutions and structures. Where need be, we will have to be bold enough to abandon institutions and ideas that are not working and come up with new ones. For a start, we must strengthen devolution. We must devolve more resources to the counties. This should not be a divisive issue. That is what the BBI was intending to do. We must also overcome the challenge of insufficient allocation and delays in disbursement of funds by the National Treasury to counties, if counties are to operate efficiently. On this, there should be no debate. The funds will have to follow all devolved functions. This means the National Treasury will have to release all the funds for all the devolved functions at the appropriate time. There must be no two ways about this. The problem of overlapping and duplication of functions by state agencies, corporations, and regional development authorities will also have to be addressed conclusively. Addressing these issues need not mean antagonism between counties and the national government. On the contrary, they require a partnership between the two levels of government. There must also be a clear understanding that no level of government can succeed when the other is failing. Take economic growth, for instance. When the national economy is weak, counties will be disempowered. So growth, which leads to jobs and lowers the cost of living, must be a shared concern for both county and national government. Counties must be at the center of our envisaged growth and recovery for employment and job creation. In the years ahead, we must renew the contract between the people and their government, both county and national. People must feel that government, whether county or national, is there for them and cares about them. Each level of government will have to invent new ways to deal with purely national or evolved challenges. In the end, however, our people need their problems solved regardless of the level of government that is supposed to do it. My vision is to push for a strong partnership to make all our counties feel more a part of the solution of our national problems while helping counties solve their devolved challenges, and that empowers the counties to determine their own destiny. I would like to see increased agricultural productivity. This will not only increase incomes, it will also create more employment opportunities. So we will need to